Hi, Lyra. How are you?
Hi, Matt. I'm good. How are you? Of
I'm good. Thanks so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
course.
It's you've had a banner year this year, full of high moments, but I don't know. It's got to be how surreal is it to be in a video game? Because I mean, that's got to be something a bucket list item for many people, especially WWE superstars. It's one of those things to be part of the WWE 2K franchise. What did you know? Number one, how do you feel about being in the video game just in general? But two, what was the reaction when you actually first saw kind of the finished product?
Um, Seeing the entrance online was incredible. Like they nailed it. The woo chants, the way I moved, they got it all down. Like I'm so excited to just get my hands on it and get into it. But as well, just being part of the highest rated game in the franchise history. Like what a way to make my 2K debut. I used to work in a video game shop as well, and 2K was always like I've spent so many time so long labeling the games, and to be in one myself now is absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah, especially from the video game background. I've worked in a game store as well. I feel like it's almost like a rite of passage at some point in time. And now you're in one of the games that you sold. That's got to be an amazing thing.
So amazing.
You're in also this DLC is loaded with amazing talent. I mean, Kyrie Sane, Jade Cargill, Nia Jax, just to name a few. If you could have a match and any stipulation applies with anyone in your DLC pack, who immediately comes to mind?
Like Michelle McCool would be amazing. Like little run back a little loser leaves. That would be amazing.
2K fans are one of the cool things about the 2K series is the creation suite. And it's always impresses me, number one, that like I don't have the skill that is needed, but also to like the immediacy of how 2K fans create looks, gear, moments, all of that stuff in the game before I feel like it's even been, out a week. And you're going to be no exception, right? We have a lot of Lyra fans out there who've been waiting for this DLC. We're going to see a number of looks and things throughout your history probably hit the game, not crazy soon. Are there two, if you could have two looks or gears or moments brought to life in the game by fans, are there two that come to mind immediately?
Um, my Queen of the Ring attire with the big wings and stuff. I feel like that was pretty that was one of my best looks. So to see that in the game would be cool.
Yeah, somebody we gotta work on the wings immediately because that's got to be a big thing. I even saw that. I was like, oh, can they put wings in the game? Is that is that have
Yeah.
they managed to do that? Yeah, hey, if they can fit a throwable chancla in the game, I feel like they can work wings in. We'll figure it out.
But even the
Um,
gear that I'm wearing in the entrance that went up, that's my favorite gear as well. I wore that in my Becky title match. It's my favorite set. So like I feel like it's just all very perfect.
yeah, very very storybook there. And one thing that is not in the game, but absolutely should be in some future iteration, is the dance that caught everybody's attention. You, Caden, and Katana, just like being this party trio. But what did you think of that dance? Ended up going viral, and that thing kind of ended up everywhere. What did you think of that whole thing? What you saw was actually like taking a life of its own.
I couldn't believe how much people like got into it and loved it. Like I was just feeling it with the party girls, the party birds.
Yeah, it's a pairing too. Like they're so fun anyway. I love them as a team, and you seem to have fit right in there. So it just seems like a great match that I feel like no one had on their bingo card, but it's resulted in some great moments already. So hopefully not the last we see of that trio. And you recently also made a splash in returning to NXT. Got a lot of people talking with the reunion of fan favorite frenemies Tatum Paxley. Evidently, you have a friendship name. Is it Tara? I think it's I think it's Tara, where they combine your two names together. How number one, how long was that kind of in the process, and what has it been like to return to that fan favorite duo?
Look, what friendship hasn't had its ups and downs, you know? we went a little off course when I had the title, and of course that just, you know, it's what we're all fighting for. So, you know, it caused a bit of friction in the friendship. But when I went up to Monday Night Raw, I felt like me and Tatum, you know, we had unfinished business, and I definitely prefer being on the right side of her.
Yeah, very much so, and it's great to have you there to help her out. She's had some problems with some people there too, Wendy Chu and Rosemary. Are you planning on sticking around for a while? Is this kind of just a fun little detour while you're also mixing things up on Raw, because that hasn't stopped either?
No, I think Tatum's in a place where she needs a bit of a hand right now, and she doesn't really have anyone who gets her quite like I do. I think I do. I don't know, just so
Yeah.
surprises. But when I left, she was the weirdest girl in NXT, and now there's weirder girls, you know, bullying her. So I'm not going to stand for that. I have to go help my friend.
You know, it's been cool to see, and you know, one of the other things, congrats on making it, you know, so far in the speed tournament. I know things didn't quite, you know, end up going the way you wanted, but it's still awesome that there's another women's title in the mix. But there's also a, you know, women's North American title over in NXT, and that got a lot of people to thinking like, should there, you know, there really should be like an intercontinental, a women's intercontinental title over there on Raw. Is that something you'd be behind? And what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it's really cool, especially with the introduction of the NXT title. I think Kalani's doing amazing things with that. I think it's I'm really happy for her as the champion there. And I'm always really excited to see what she's going to do next. I think the Speed Women's title is something that, you know, it's the next thing now. We have that title to look forward to and focus on. And I hope I'm not done. I won't be done with Speed. I'm definitely gonna. I loved doing that match. And you know, those matches get millions of views on X and everything. So I think that's also a really cool platform for women to step up and show what they can do on. So yeah, I'd be excited about it, but I'm also really excited about the Speed one, and that's where my focus would be at the moment.
Well, it's just like you know, the 2K series, right? It's wrestling to a different audience, and it just brings more fans in. People who love to play the video games and jump into that side, seeing it come to life there. Speed, being able to the actual duration of those matches is like, I feel like it's actually perfect for today's audience, including myself, who, you know, everything is like needs to be so quick just because of the way our lives have gone about. So
Yeah, and
yes,
they're so easily
definitely.
accessible. You know, the reach with them is insane. It's just a really cool idea, I think.
Well, and two, I know I need to let you go here in a minute, and I can't thank you for the enough for the time. You know, Lord of the Rings. When did you, you know, kind of start your love of the franchise, or where did your love of the franchise kind of start? And what do you think of Rings of Power so far?
There is nothing I love more in life than Lord of the Rings. It's my be all end all. Rings of Power looks incredible. I've yet to dive into season two. There's also the animation that's coming out. There's so much to delve into there. And that was the last question. Just, you know,
Oh, no, I got one more, but I am curious. If you know, we've seen the crossover happen, right? WWE, a lot of doors, things like that, especially to Hollywood and stuff. I mean, is that a series that you would love to actually play a role in? Do you have someone in mind that you would love to bring to life on the smaller big screen?
oh my goodness, yes. Like, to have any part, like the story of Beren and Luthien, I've always thought was very beautiful. So maybe something along those lines. Who knows?
Yeah, we're gonna throw that possibility out there. I feel like, you know, anything can happen. I mean, you know, Liv Morgan was over there getting killed by a Chucky doll. We can anything can happen. I feel like we're just gonna put that out there.
Mhm.
And also with you know, it's a huge achievement to be in a video game. Another one is, you know, an action figure. And a lot of fans out there going like, "Hey, where's our Lyra Valkyria Mattel action figure? Come on, let's get going here." If when not if when that happens, what is the look you would love to see brought to life in action figure form?
Ooh, again, I'd love like the wings from the Queen of the Ring. Maybe that's a little like accessory that comes in, or like my different entrance attire. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, we got to get the alternate hands, and I feel like that's the perfect place to debut the wings. Like it's just that has it written all over that. So I'm hoping they do some great some big reveals. I'm hoping to maybe New York Comic Con, so not crazy long. We got other stuff coming up. Maybe we'll actually get to see that come to life. I know we will. It's just a matter of when. But I know I need to let you go here. I can't thank you enough for the time, and all the best success. I can't wait to see you holding up the speed title and everything else. Maybe a women's intercontinental, that Lyra as intercontinental champ has a good ring to it. So we'll put that out to the universe. Thank you so much.